bigcal and welcome to my world. Today I'm going to be unboxing some retro gamer crates. Now the company that do these now have only been going for about 2 months. And basically similar to a loot crate where you can get subscriptions for so long, or unlike loot crate I believe, although can you do it with loot crate where you just buy a one-off? Basically you order which one you want, tell them the systems that you own and they will select a number of games for those systems plus one completely random that could be for a system you don't own, as a way of trying to encourage you to try out new systems and new games. And it's an idea I really like, plus it's a hell of a lot cheaper than another company that does the same thing over here in the UK. So that's a plus, and you're also guaranteed, I believe, at least one boxed game. The price for the one-off box I believe is £11.99 free delivery, so that's an incredible price, especially depending on what the boxed game actually is. You know, the boxed game could be worth more than the actual crate, so that's a good idea. And I ordered one when I found out about it, and then a week later, while I was still waiting for this to arrive, they had an offer on with the 12-month year subscription thing. And it went down to £80 for 12 of these. And I had the money and I couldn't resist, so I've done that. There's been a few little problems with them taking the time lately. Like I said, a new company, only 2 months. They got a hell of a lot more orders than even they were expecting. There was a bank holiday weekend during the time that I ordered these, that didn't help. Then I believe that they had a shortage on Nintendo games. And obviously that certainly didn't help, since most of my consoles are Nintendo. But they've been in contact the whole time on social media, Facebook and Twitter, letting people know what's going on, updating them, so they've been great about that. And then obviously today, finally, I got both together at once. So I got my one-off one and the first of my 12-month subscription. Now, finally, going to open them. So let's just get my invoice off. Okay, 2 crates. We'll start off with this one because this was the one-off, and I believe there were slight differences between the one-off and the year crates. I think the year crates also include like some sort of gaming memorabilia or something like that. I think anyway, from what I remember reading about it on the website. Sellotape. Let's put that one to one side for now. Yeah, that's the year one, and let's open this one-off crate and let's see what I get. Obviously the systems that I own, mainly, you know, all the Nintendo consoles, the Sega Dreamcast, Nintendo handhelds, and then PS1, PS2. And they're also starting as well now the next gen version where you can get, you know, Wii, PS3 and Xbox 360 and DS games. Not sure if they're going to do the same for PS4 and things like that yet, but we'll see. Okay, I don't want to read that because that'll no doubt tell me what's in here. So, good packaging, that's always a good sign. We'll start off with an unboxed game. Oops, it's Nintendo 64, and it is, wow, Lilac Wars. Of course, for people who don't know, this is Star Fox 64. For some reason over here, Star Fox wasn't called Star Fox. So, and when it came to the 64, they changed it completely to Lilac Wars, so pretty pleased with that. I've never really played the Star Fox games. I've been meaning to sort of get into them, and I guess now I have an excuse. Okay, next up I believe it's a boxed game. Ooh. Oh, from the Super Famicom. Wow. And this is Lord Monarch. I don't believe I've ever heard of this one. Huh. Well, it's a picture on the back showing you like a picture of a mouse, and I'm not entirely sure what this game is. Let's see if I get any indication on the inside. They do say they're boxed, not necessarily complete, but this does have the instruction manual. Okay, it looks sort of like, I guess, I want to say a strategy game, maybe? Or maybe just an RPG? Hard to tell from the screenshots, they're so small. I think it looks... We'll have to give it a try, because I am very lucky that I just recently got hold of a converter to play Japanese and American carts on the Super Nintendo, so I will be able to play that. It's in fantastic condition as well, so you know, really happy with that. Especially as a boxed game, that would probably go for probably around, I'd say, at least half the price of the crate, probably £5 or £6 for it completing box, depending on how good the game is. Again, I've never heard of it, so I'm not too sure. Let's see, what else have we got in here? A cool little Sonic 3 Mega Drive poster. Wasn't expecting that, unless maybe this is the year subscription one and I got confused. We have a PlayStation 2 game. It is a game I already own, but it is a fantastic game, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. It's probably my favourite Grand Theft Auto game, at least in terms of the 3D ones. So, very good game. It would be a good thing to have if you don't already own it, so yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay, wow, this is definitely worth the price. Again, it's a game I already own, but it is Pokemon Fire Red for the Game Boy Advance. And these little buggers go for about a tenner usually on eBay. So, very happy with that. I think I may be passing that on along with Vice City on eBay, so I might post some links to those later. So I think that should be it. That's 4 games. Make sure there's nothing else tucked away. Yeah, plenty of packaging. So overall, yeah, I'm very happy with that. Like I said, a couple of duplicates in games, but you know, it's to be expected. But you know, the ones that I don't own are pretty cool to add to the collection. Japanese game, Lilac Wars, and the other 2 I can sell on eBay. Make the money back on the crate, no doubt. And this poster, yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, like that. So let's now get into the first of the year subscription, I believe. Here we go. Let's see what goodies we have in here. Obviously, because I got the year subscription, I will be doing one of these every month when I get a new one. So you'll be able to see what I get for the next year with retro games. I'll take that out, I believe it tells you what you get. I don't want to know. Okay, first up is Game Boy game, boxed. Box is a little tatty, but not too bothered, and it is Arcade Classic #1, Asteroids and Missile Command. I've been recently getting into playing the Game Boy games again. Just recently completed Super Mario Land 2 for the first time, even though I've owned it since I was a kid. So very happy with this to add to my collection. Give this a try. It is boxed with manual, doesn't have the little box insert thing, but again I'm not too particularly bothered about that. I'm just happy to have a game. So that's pretty cool. I'm happy with that again. Don't really need that. Okie dokie. Oh, what have we got here? Placed. I just recently bought this about a month ago. One of my favourite games for the PlayStation 1 is Towhawks Pro Skater #2. A fantastic game, and again, given what it can go for on eBay, it's worth the price of the box. The fact that I own it just means that it'll be another one to stick on the old eBay and sell. Yeah, it comes complete with booklet, disc. Very good condition. The case is a little chipped, but yeah, that's okay. It's pretty good. What else do we have? Ooh. I believe this is a Mega Drive game. It was Genesis one for all of you. And it is, yep, Toe Jam and Earl. I hate this game. I got this game on the Wii Virtual Console when it was first released on the Wii Virtual Console. I remember reading Nintendo magazine, there were recommendations for games on the Virtual Console, and that was on. I thought, oh, give that a try, and I never really liked it. Although, to be fair, I didn't really have a clue what I was doing. I've seen some videos on it since, and I now know what to do, so if I ever do eventually buy a Mega Drive, which I think is the next console I'm after, be good to start off my collection with. Let's just see, yep, this is indeed boxed complete. Nice big instruction manual. Box is in fantastic condition. And the cartridge, my very first ever Genesis Mega Drive cartridge. Yeah, never owned one before. So, pretty cool to add to the collection. And a good excuse for me to finally start collecting Mega Drive games. What else have we got? Oh, is this a GameCube game. Nice. 1080 Avalanche. Snowboarding game. I haven't played this, although I was a big fan of the Cool Borders games on the PlayStation 1. And so, yeah, I'll give that a try. Plus, I don't really have any GameCube games in my collection. I'm always looking to collect more. But, you know, they always go for, you know, more than PS2 and Xbox games. I believe that's it. That's all 4 games. Yep, that's everything out of the second box. So I'll just quickly run through what I got in the first one. Pokemon Fire Red, very, very cool. Grand Theft Auto Vice City for the PlayStation 2, great game, already own it though. Lilac Wars for the N64, very happy with that. And a Super Famicom game, Lord Monarch. So I'll definitely have to hook that up later and just have a quick go and see what the hell it is. That was in crate number 1. The second one for the Nintendo GameCube, 1080 Degrees Avalanche. The fact that it's a GameCube game usually means it goes for at least a few quid to buy, probably looking like 3 and 4 quid just for the low end GameCube game, so that's still a good game to have in the set. Mega Drive game, complete. Toe Jam and Earl. Happy with that. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, I may own it for the PlayStation 1, but again it's a good item to get in one of these crates. And for the Game Boy, in box with manual, is Arcade Classic number 1, Asteroids and Missile Commander. Missile Command, sorry. So that is my first experience with the gamer crates from RetroGameZone.com, I believe it is. I'll have all links and that in the description to everything. I'm extremely pleased with what I've got, very happy with all of that. So, like I say, if you're interested in getting one of these gamer crates, check out the links in the description below to go on the website and have a look and see what they've got. So, thanks for watching, I'm bigcal, I'll see you again next time.